Supreme! That's your Supreme! Look what we have here, chimps. By the way, welcome to another episode of Guitar Chimp Television. Gerald here. Today we've got a 2008 Gibson Les Paul Supreme. Look at the top on that thing. But then wait, look at the back on that thing. Two-piece maple top, two-piece maple back. God, that's good looking. And then not to mention, look at how thick this guitar is. It's a thick one. 2¼ inches is what we're looking at, as opposed to a typical 2-inch Les Paul thickness. That 1/4 inch doesn't sound like a lot. It is a lot though. And then we also have a carved back too, so it makes it even thicker feeling. Let's go over some of the specs. So as I said before, this guitar is a 2008. It's a made in USA guitar. It's not a custom shop guitar. Surprisingly, it is custom shop quality, I would say though. The weight on this guitar is 8 pounds, 10 ounces. It has what Gibson calls a rounded neck. I'll just give you the caliper measurements. The nut width is 1.72 inches. That's pretty wide. I would say it's 0.03 wider than we would typically see. So that's fairly wide. The depth at the first fret is 0.82 inches. And the depth at the 12th fret is 0.98 inches. That's got a pretty good taper to it. I would almost call it a slim taper. Up at the first fret, 0.82, that's really thin. And then at the 12th fret, 0.98, that's a 50s neck. So it's going from 60s to 50s, slim taper. The fingerboard on this guitar is ebony. And then we've got our Super 400 inlays. You can see those fancy little inlays we have there. And then we've got our, what is this, a brass truss rod cover? I think it's brass, it's shiny, whatever it is, it's metal. And then we have our Supreme logo, which is super, super fancy. It's a nice break from a Les Paul Custom logo. Not that we don't like those, but we like variety, don't we? Yeah, it's pretty much, it feels, it's a lot like a custom, but it's not, it's a Supreme. It's super, super good looking. And like I said, let's see the back of that. We can see the two-piece back. It's super, super flamey. It's just really, really good looking. Sounds even better too. Speaking of sounding, let's hand this thing over to Rich. gave this guitar an 8.5 out of 10. It's got some light scratches, it's got some dings, and just a teeny bit of wear in the back. Let's check it out. So right off the bat, the top looks really good on this. It's got a nice wide flame. A little bit of tarnish to the gold hardware, but really not a ton. It looks pretty good. And we've got our ebony fingerboard with our Super 400 inlays. There's no fret wear on this guitar. The frets are great. Front of the headstock looks good. We've got our, what is it, gold-plated brass truss rod cover. And our Gibson Les Paul Supreme logo. That looks good. Let's flip this thing over. And the back of the headstock. Serial number is 0155804494. There's your Made in USA. Grover tuners. The back of the headstock is great. There's no cracks, repairs, or any of that stuff. And the back of the neck. And the back of the guitar, we have a teeny bit of wear in the back. That's why I gave this an 8.5 and not, honestly, even a 9.1, 9.2. I know I'm being precise. Let's call it that's why I didn't give it a 9. Just this little bit of wear on the back. It's not, you can kind of see it right there. Right there. There we go. There we're getting the shot in the light. You can see it. It's there. It's pretty subtle. But it's there. Cool. Well, there we have it on that one.
Oh yeah! What's going on, Chips? If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. If you don't like what you saw, go ahead and hit the dislike button and leave me a comment. Oh, yeah.